All right, Mr. Faisal, would you please introduce yourself?
My name is Faisal Faradi, and I have recently scored 8.5 band actually 7.5 band on my IELTS test, and I did with the help of this masterclass.
Wonderful. Now, today we are going to have the speaking mock test, as you know. So, here in the part one, I'm going to ask you questions related to emails. So, we're going to talk about emails in the part one. What kinds of emails do you receive about your work or studies?
Well, I receive a lot of emails about work and studies. For example, I don't go to work, so I don't receive emails about work, but I
Hmm.
do receive emails about my studies.
Hmm.
Like emails about attendance. Sometimes I go late, sometimes I am absent. Sometimes
Hmm.
I have to send emails as excused absence. Also, emails reminding me to do my work, or emails of achievement by the school that are highlighting my excellent academic achievements.
Wonderful. Do you prefer to email, phone, or text your friends?
Well, I actually really prefer to text my friends over emailing or giving them a
Mhm.
phone call
And why?
because if
Mhm.
you email your friends, some of them might. Yes, some of them might not use email that much,
Mhm.
especially if like they don't check their emails and they
Mhm.
don't really use emails that much because emails is very like I believe it has a harder UI to like explore like other than phones or text. But
Mhm.
phones on the other hand, he might be doing something, my friend or my colleague or my peer might be doing something important and I might like if it's not urgent, I'll just prefer to text them because I might interrupt them or maybe they're praying and I might interrupt their prayer.
Mhm.
So texting, I believe, is like a jack of all trades. It's the
Mhm.
better option other over email or phone or calling them by phone.
All right. Do you reply to emails and messages as soon as you receive them?
Well, yes, I try to reply to emails and messages as soon as I receive them because I believe it's like better to be honest about your work and when you reply to texts faster, you show to the person that you're texting that you care about them or like you
Mhm.
value them and not like replying 1 hour, 2 hours late.
Mhm.
Uh, but in regard to emails, it depends on the email. For example, I sometimes don't need to reply to emails such as informative emails. But if
Mhm.
it's an interrogative email, I would reply to it depending on the email and depending on like what the email is. If it's work or school, I'd reply to it early. I don't really receive urgent emails and needs urgent
Mhm.
replying, so I can't really talk about that topic.
All right. And are you happy to receive emails that are advertising things?
It really depends on what the email is and what it's advertising about. Because ads, I believe that ads are very useful for finding things that you like,
Mhm.
especially now with apps they are tracking what you're doing on the phone or device, and
Mhm.
according to that, they're giving you suitable ads.
Mhm.
If the emails are scams and nonsense, I would not entertain them. But if they are like legit companies and legit services that I would need, yes, I'd
Mhm.
happy to be able to receive them in a separate tab called promotions or advertisements, not in my inbox.
Great. Well, that is the end of the part one. Now we are proceeding to the part two. For part two, I've already shared the topic with you. You have 1 minute to prepare. If you want to make some notes, you can. You have a paper and a pencil with you, so you can make some notes if you wish
All
to.
right.
Right, time's up. Now you're requested to speak on the given topic for 2 minutes. And your 2 minute timer starts now.
Okay. The hotel is actually in Mecca, Saudi Arabia. The
Mhm.
hotel is near the Kaaba. It is the Clock Tower Hotel in Mecca. This hotel, like based on the name, it looks like a clock tower. And it's looks like a clock tower and actually like has gold and the name of our God Allah on it. It's really like a big symbol for Muslims because it's right next to to Kaaba and provides a really good view to the Kaaba. This hotel has many facilities, like it has tours of the hotel museum, and it has a really good view of the Kaaba, and you can easily access the Kaaba from the hotel.
Mhm.
And there's also a piazza south from the main entrance of the hotel with many shops.
Mhm.
Not to mention there are many malls nearby and fast food places to eat. For example, you can stroll across the hotel, and if you take a left or right instead of going straight to the Kaaba and the Haram, you might find KFC, Al Bak, and if you walk a bit further, you will also find a lot of gold shops there near the Kaaba and Haram. They mainly sell 18 karat gold and not 24 karat, 18 and 22 karat gold, but it's still a very cool place to discover. And if you're a tourist wanting souvenirs, there are many shops offering souvenirs to take back home with you, such as native colognes
Mhm.
from made in Mecca, made of oud. This is a really nice hotel to stay in. It has many facilities, and the food there is great. It also has a breakfast buffet that is has a wide a range of Saudi Arabian cuisine and Middle Eastern cuisine in general, like fool and hummus and
All right,
mugallabi
that is
and
the end of
shashlik.
the part two. Thank you so very much for your answer. Now let's proceed to the part three, and we're going to talk about staying in hotels. So, what do you think when it comes to selecting a hotel? What factors are the most important one which people usually consider?
Well, when staying in a hotel, the most important thing when people choose to stay in a hotel, I believe it would be the star rating of the hotel because if it has low amount of stars, it might be bad and might have bed bugs which might cause you illness or even worse. But one thing that's really important to me is the breakfast because if it has a good breakfast buffet, I will be encouraged to wake up early because when I'm going to hotels, I'm usually going to foreign countries. And when I'm encouraged to wake up early, I'm encouraged to explore the country more fuller.
Great. So, when it comes to selecting the hotel, do you think people also pay attention to the location or the prices of the rooms there?
Yes, I really do think people look for the location and price of the rooms. Some people might settle for a lower priced hotel in a not so like good location,
Mhm.
but that's really something you have to balance with your budget. You have to see how much you can spend and how much you're willing to spend on a hotel alone.
Mhm.
If you have a high budget, you can go for a luxurious hotel in a really good
Mhm.
location. If you don't have that much of a high budget, you can still go for a luxurious hotel but in a worse location that doesn't have
And
access to as many facilities.
why do you think some people believe that staying in a luxury hotel is just a waste of money?
Some people may believe that because when you're going to a foreign country, you're not going to be staying at the hotel for a long time.
Mm.
And when you're not staying at the hotel for a long time to use all its amenities and facilities, mostly luxurious hotel, they offer more facilities and amenities. And when people are constantly going out to explore the said foreign country, they
Mhm.
will feel like they wasted their money because couldn't they couldn't exploit all the facilities that the hotel has to offer. But I believe that it depends on preference. Some people like to feel like they are at home when they are in a hotel, so they would go for the most luxurious option.
Great. Just like you know that AI is taking over all the fields, mostly, like most of the fields, do you think that the hotel business will get any impact of AI in the future?
Would pardon? Would get what?
Yes, I'm saying that do you think AI will impact positively or negatively somehow any impact on the hotel business in future?
I believe that AI will impact the hotel business in actually a positive way. Why? Because it would be very hard for AI to replicate or like take over the jobs that the hotel manager, not hotel, the hotel staff are doing. For example, if you're in housekeeping and you have an AI,
Hmm.
people could, and you have like the cart that you push, people could, if it's an AI and not a human being, it could, people could steal like the stuff in the cart and what if someone has a complaint or has a odd or unique thing that they want? For example,
Hmm.
they might want extra nail clippers or
Hmm.
chargers.
Hmm.
Not to mention, AI will be very good for advertising and hotels. There are a lot of hotels. It's very competitive. AI
Hmm.
will be used to advertise for better hotels. Yeah.
All right, great. Well, Mr. Faisal, this is the end of the speaking mock test. Thank you so very much for your time and letting us record it.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.